Tell us what your penny for your thoughts. No, I'll give you a dime. Thinking very deeply about this.
What was the question?
I don't know.
What are you thinking?
Oh. When? Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Okay, we'll go to another question here, a comment.
Yeah.
Tom says, she is becoming a mother for the more devotees. That's you, Janaki.
I'm a mother to the devotees.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, that kind of like, this is like Jesus. You know what Jesus said? He said, those who give up mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, lands, friends, for my name's sake, are rewarded with what? More brothers, more sisters, more mothers, more friends, more lands. See? Because the whole people start opening up their houses, their wealth, their friendship, and your mother, you know, friend. So this spiritual family. I mean, isn't that what we experience? It's just, you know, I'm surprised. You know, I'm seeing, wow, look at this. Got more friends now. Got more family members. You know, well-wishers. And the persecutions, which are like, that's nothing, man. That's great. Shows me I'm on the right path. Hey, man, people criticize, and I say, oh, thank you very much for showing me I'm on the right path. So you got to get them both. And so, yeah, and that's Jesus realized that. He's going around with nothing, and he gave up everything for this, and all of a sudden, people started to come. You know, he got a family. He had 11 people. You know, like we got, like, you know, about 20 people. We kind of like feel like a family. You feel a part of this family?
Mm-hmm.
You?
Oh, yeah.
I do too, yeah. Isn't it great? Yeah. So, you know, and it's marvelous. Okay, what else here? So Karuna says, ready to pop. He's ready to pop. Okay.
Right.
Bring the hot water and the towels. Yes, we'll bring it for you there, Karuna. Karuna says, I'm losing my skin. That's right. Losing your skin, man. You got to put a new skin on there. Karuna says, I'm slowly growing to love it. Tom says, even the struggle of the devotees who struggles with feeling helpless is touching hearts. Yeah, well, you know, people can see if you're on the path, even at whatever stage you are, you're on the path, and there'll be people that can relate to that. See? Yeah, it's in that sense, yeah, it's inspiring. You see a person struggling. You can, you know, it's like, yeah, hey man, that's important. Next level, next what level? Yeah, next level from Vaidhi to Raganuga to spontaneous. See, Raganuga means basically first you see a devotee engaged in a certain kind of worship and you say, wow, man, I really like that. That looks pretty nice, juicy. Boy, I think this is an upgrade from just the rules and regulations. See? Not everybody's thinking that, but those who do, you know, now you're Raganuga, just for that, associating with devotees being favorable. See? And then the next stage is you go through the process. Emptying out, purification, listening, getting more taste, more emptying out, more bliss, more, you know, like this. It goes on like that. See? And to the point of the awakening of spontaneous devotion. See? And that's the regular classes of Bhagavatam, by service to the devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart is destroyed. And then loving service is awakened in the heart. See, now you're chanting the verses and the mantra, and the taste comes, the transcendental awakening comes now easily. Like people awakening. You saw, like Govinda, was visible awakening of Krishna in Govinda and Dasud at the time, Rangaleka. Right there on video, you see they had the awakening, which is usually get really intoxicated and stumble around a lot. Okay? And then after that, when they chant, they feel more bliss. Easily awakening, tears come to their eyes easily. See? It's putting out the fire of material existence. And that'll go on and on and on and on. The only time it could get checked is if you get out of the association of devotees, or somehow you just are knocked for a loop by Maya, somehow, some weakness you have. But it's temporary. The Lord will never let you go after that. It's kind of like, that Krishna Das. He was engaged in the service of Lord Chaitanya. And Maya, he had a weakness with this women thing. And he went and he just kind of got bewildered. And the Lord came and dragged him back. That's what he does. Especially when you're bonded like that. See? So sometimes it happens. Okay.
What about offenses? Is that
what about-
something that would check this path, or is that just for?
Yeah.
everybody's path?
No. Offenses, and often you can't help it. It's like what I've seen from my experience. People that have offenses, they have often just deep attraction. Could be to Vaidhi Bhakti. It could be their conditioning and they identify too much with it, and it causes them, not to see things clearly, and they end up. But even that will clear in due course, because I'm seeing people, they're clearing it. Sometimes people clear it quickly, like within a year or 6 months, and then they come back. I think, didn't you say you went negative on me for a while? I heard that from you. You said so. Some years ago. Come on.
I thought what I was experiencing in relationship to you was definitely Krishna, but you didn't respond the way I thought you should have responded.
Okay.
So I thought, well, then he really isn't the real thing. He doesn't know Krishna, because I'm definitely experiencing something Krishna consciously. And I said, well, that was
Like a
so
misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Not a clear, yeah. So,
But it was an expectation thing also.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it may check the association for a time till you get through it. But everybody, Krishna just kind of gets people through these things. Sometimes not in the same life, you can get through it. It's like there's some people, I don't think they're coming back to understanding what's really going on here. But, hey man, when you make contact with the devotees in the devotional service, from starting with like Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, hey man, your time is cut short. Even if it took another life or two, so what, man? That's different than a million lives. Our association, so we may get checked. I mean, I've been checked in this life a few times by different things I had to get clear about. It's part of the journey. Everybody has their individual journey.